Dude, did you guys know I went skydiving? Did you guys know? From the title of this stream and the video that I posted today? What? That's crazy! What? Yena Youngblood went skydiving? Like, last year, actually. The video just got posted recently, but I actually went, like, last year. But yes, hi everyone! Welcome in! Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, welcome. Give me 1 second here. Hello everyone, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you guys are doing well. Hi guys, hello everyone. Good day to you all. Good day to everyone here. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome in. Today we're in Honami. Oh my god.
Here we go.
Jump scare.
Joyous day. Mayoshi went skydiving and she survived.
I did! I survived! Thank God, man. It would have been really bad if Yena Youngblood died and had to pre-record all her content. I've only watched half the video. No spoilers if she dies, please. Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, my fault. Sorry, dude. Spoiler-free zone. We won't talk about the ending of the video. Well, it'll be up to interpretation. It'll be ambiguous. Yeah. But yes, hi everyone. Welcome and hope you guys are doing well today. Happy Monday. Can I get a hi, Yena? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Was that trip with Hiro also the one where you lost the footage for? Baby. Maybe. But it's okay. We're gonna plan another fishing trip. We're gonna plan another fishing trip. It just hasn't been filmed yet. Smile. But it will happen. It will happen. I promise. But yes, hi guys. Hope you guys are doing well today. Happy Monday. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Yena will return in Avengers Doomsday. Yes, Yena will return in... Wait, isn't Doomsday like a really old movie? It's not a new one, right? Yena Youngblood... Yeah, Doomsday is the one before Endgame, right? Oh, it is the new one. Oh, what? What the heck is Doomsday? I haven't been keeping up with Marvel stuff, so I have no idea. Yena salute fishing video. It's okay. Hey man, you live and you learn, right? And I learned. I sure did learn that formatting an SD card means deleting everything. Spoiler alert! Yena turns into a tacit discord mid skydive. First, I have to understand what a tacit discord is to turn into one, though. Oh, it was Infinity War and then Endgame. I see. Is Doomsday like their core finale type beginning movie? Or is it just introducing a new person? I haven't followed Marvel in a very long time. What's up, Shadow Mask? Hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. I'm free from ad purgatory. Welcome in. I'm glad you are free. Yes, I have ads running on Twitch for I believe like the first 3 minutes of stream to get rid of pre-rolls.
Here comes the money.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oceanside mentioned by famous content creator Yena Youngblood? That's crazy.
are you from Oceanside? That'd be crazy, dude. Thank you so much for the $10 tip. Locked key. Locked key. Thank you for the $10 tip. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And before that person was also working the counter, dude, that'd be crazy. Are you also a skydiver? That'd be insane. That'd be the plot twist of the century, dude. I love the little chibi Yena animation. Yeah, it's really cute. It's really cute. I love my alerts. They all turned out really nice. Doomsday feels like Infinity War / Endgame 2 to me. Oh, so it is like their way to make the final core of like... What was it called? Is it the act? Or is it just called cores? I don't remember what the official name is. Have you stayed in contact with the strawberry? No. I tried. I texted her for like maybe a week after the skydiving stuff, but like we just listen, man, we were visiting. I don't live in the area. We were just visiting. So it was kind of hard to like make plans again to hang out or anything like that. You know what I mean? The 3D AI tracking was really funny. Yeah, it's a little bit janky. I don't really have the technology to do cleanup. So it was a little bit janky, but I think that's just how it be until technology for this gets a little bit better. Doomsday is what they pivoted to after the Kang actor got arrested and blew up the whole multiverse thing. Wait, sorry. I think I haven't followed Marvel in a hot second. What? I feel like you just told me like... I feel like you just told me a plot point for a part of the series that I have no context for at all. Was your model always like this, or is this new look? Oh, this is my 3D model. This is my 3D. So I have like... For my just chatting streams when I'm not playing anything super intensive... this model is like a bit nicer because I can be a bit more expressive with it. I can talk with my hands, you know, like ooh, you touch chat. But yeah, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. Didn't know you were making bank at Brave? That $1 million check was a flex? Oh, yeah. Dude, I wish! I freaking wish! That'd be awesome. Oh my goodness, it's a legendary hyena that fell out of the sky! Yes, it's me. Yena Youngblood. I went skydiving. Did you know that? Did you know I went skydiving? If it wasn't evident by the video I posted and the title of the stream. Did you know that I went skydiving? The actor was super freaking good at acting. They built a whole multiverse plan around his character. He got arrested for assault and they cut him loose. Oh! Wait. I thought Robert Downey Jr. was supposed to be Mr. Doomsday. Or is that a different character? Am I misremembering? I thought that... The green guy, right? I thought they were bringing Iron Man back. Looks at title, damn, you have bigger balls than me. It actually wasn't that bad, all things considered. It's kind of weird because you know how like when you're in video games and you're like dropping, like in Apex, right? And you see like the world, and the land beneath you and stuff like that, blah, 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 right? It kind of felt like that, but just in real life. I know that's a really bad way of explaining it, but it kind of like didn't really feel like I was actually up there. It was like, oh wow, feels like a simulation. You need to recycle that thumbnail for a future Fortnite stream. Dude, I've never played Fortnite in my life ever. But it would be a good way to reuse the thumbnail. It would be a good way. Were you the jump master? Technically, no. The guy that I was strapped to was the jump master because he was the one who was technically jumping, not me. I was just there as a +1, basically. So the way that like skydiving works, I did have to learn this. The way that skydiving works is that you're not allowed to do your first, I believe it's 10 dives solo. You have to do dives with a person that is licensed in skydiving. So the first 10 times that you dive, you have to dive with someone and you have to be strapped to them. So basically, it was kind of more so like I was being hauled around by this dude and then he just jumped and took me with him. So it wasn't like I actually dived myself. I was just kind of there for the ride, you know? Yeah, it was basically just his baggage, basically. That's a really good way to explain it. Oh yes, that's the word I was looking for. Tandem. Yes, tandem diving. Yes, you have to tandem dive from the beginning. Mostly because it's a pretty extreme sport, even though it is really just opening up a parachute. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize how little oxygen is up there. You really can't breathe up there, not only because there's very little oxygen, but also because the wind is rushing in your face. And there's really no barrier cutting the wind or blocking the wind, so you just get the full frontal. Oh, it's really funny because in the video, because obviously I blocked my face out in the actual skydiving video, right? But the actual footage I have, my cheeks are like flapping in the wind because it's like those it's like those overly cartoon effects where like they have like the cheek flaps, you know, like the airplane door being open feels like a cross breeze from hell. Dude, okay. So I didn't know this, but I thought we were gonna fly up in like, you know, a more formal plane with like formal seats and then like walk out of the plane. You know what I mean? But instead, we just took like the most like, it felt like cargo plane-esque type of vehicle. It was rickety, it was janky. I sat down on the ground, there were no seats whatsoever, and then like we flew with the door open, and I was like, is this,
gentlemen?
I mean, I guess we have parachutes, right? Like I suppose so, but like as we were like taking off and stuff, the door was open and stuff, and we didn't, so the door wasn't open for the ascent, but once we reached 14,000 feet in the air, the guy that like was basically kind of filming me opens up the door, and like I'm the first to jump, by the way, so there's no one in front of me. I get a full frontal view of just me and the sky and the ground that's like 14,000 feet beneath me, so it's pretty fucking scary. And then like you don't get a choice. You're up there already, you know, like you don't get a choice on whether you get to jump or not, because people gotta jump behind you, and it's a tiny plane, so everyone's just kind of like shoved in their sardine style. And so like if you don't want to jump, too bad, you have to jump anyways, because if you don't jump, the person behind you can't jump. So I was the first person to go, and I was like, well, this is my life, I guess. This is what it is, I suppose so. You know, like, I guess, you know, they can't back out now. Is anyone gonna point out the fact that Yena was standing in front of everyone and no one said anything? Like Yena Youngblood? Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like, I was a VTuber in real life and no one said anything. They were just like, wow, VTuber in real life. Like a dog with a leaf blower. Yes, basically. It's so funny looking. There's this one shot of me where you can kind of see me lose consciousness, because I was just like, I didn't actually black out, but there was a point where I was very close to blacking out, and you can see where my face just goes like I'm not screaming, I'm not smiling, I'm not doing anything, I'm just deadpan, like. And then I snap back and I'm like, yeah! It's so funny. Anime girls are just normal. Yeah, anime girls are just normal, man. We just exist. Didn't you know I'm real? I'm really Yena Youngblood, dude. So basically that airplane boss fight in Code Veronica, I've never played. Code Veronica is Resident Evil? Is that correct? I've never played Resident Evil before. They just thought you were a furry? I took away my tail, actually. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got rid of my tail in the 3D footage. It was because I couldn't get the physics to work on the tail, so I was like, you know what, we're just gonna take it out. I was hoping no one would notice, but someone already noticed, so it's fine. In the video, I could see your hair just going crazy while on the plane with the doors open. Yeah, dude, no one told me. I didn't have my hair tied up for anything, you know? No one said my hair was gonna be just everywhere in this guy's face. I felt so bad for the person that was tandem typing with me. Like, half of the footage, I think, is just him trying to move my hair out of his face. Because it just keeps blowing behind me and going in his mouth. Yeah. Oh, so funny, dude. California's just like that, Chad. Didn't you see the anime girls at the Dodgers game? True, yeah. The Hololive people at the Dodgers game. Those are real people. They're really anime girls. Mofanka, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Also, Anime Wolf, thank you so much for the third consecutive stream. Welcome in. I haven't watched the video yet. It was definitely something I didn't expect to see my feed today. Yeah, because I'm a variety streamer, right, guys? I don't just play Woowa. I also go skydiving. Also, AR Slaps, thank you so much for the 14 months on Twitch. Happy 14 months! Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. The 3D overlay was well done, even with limitations. I'm hoping to be a bit better about it next time, because I think there is a better way of doing it. It's just a lot harder with footage that has a lot of moving camera angles and like weird like body recognition, if that makes sense. Because like, for example, the skydiving parts, I tried doing the 3D overlay stuff and it just couldn't recognize that it was two separate bodies. So it was pretty difficult. It was pretty difficult. I'm hoping that next time I do something like this, I'll be able to get more shots that are just like still framed. Like I'll prop my camera up on a like tripod or something like that, so I can get more still frame shots, and I think that'll make it a lot easier for conversions. I saw your video. My hat's off to you. Oh, thank you. It was really fun. I mean, I wouldn't do it again. Personally, I wouldn't do it again. Going skydiving to avoid the Woowa streamer label is crazy. Guys, look, I see, I'm not just a Woowa streamer. I also go skydiving. Going skydiving to avoid the Woowa streamer label. I'm more than just a gacha streamer, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Roberto, for the $5 super chat, though. Also, Daniel Zerm, thank you so much for the 5 months of Youngpups. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure a man deals with more crazy situations with newbies. Oh, yeah. Okay, so not the guy that I went with, but we were talking. Oh, I wish I got this on film. I wasn't recording because I just didn't think to record. But there was another instructor that I was talking to right before the dive, just kind of like trying to, you know, make small talk because I was anxious and stuff like that. And he was I was asking him, like, you know, what are some of the craziest first dives you ever had with people, right? Like, because I'm sure you get a lot of newbies and stuff like that. And he was telling me that one of the craziest dives he ever had was there was this lady, like middle-aged lady. Obviously, like, he's not young himself. He's like also like in his upper 30s, it seemed like. But middle-aged lady, like maybe in her 50s-ish, like 50s, 60s. Goes skydiving with him. First time, she's like flown in from whatever, Florida or something like that. She is really scared. And you know, he's like reassuring her and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Everything's okay up until they get to the actual like skydive, right? And then what ends up happening is that she passes out. She pees on him. And then once they land, she kisses him on the mouth. And I was like, brother, you just got assaulted, like straight up. Like, I think you need to file a report. That's bad. Yeah, that was a pretty insane story that I heard from one of the instructors. Really cool video. Have you considered going scuba diving? I have consider going scuba diving. Actually, I was thinking about, me and Hio actually talked about going to Hawaii together because we have some friends who are over there, and so we were gonna go visit them. But also, like, we were thinking about going scuba diving together.
I'm back.
Actually, what do you guys think would be cool for me to do next? Me and Hio have plans to go fishing already because we actually already went fishing, and then I accidentally formatted my SD card. And so now we have to go fishing again because I lost all the fishing footage. Taco, thank you so much for the 15 months on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Heck of a way to break the Wuhan Marathon. Yeah, man. See you guys, variety streamer Yena Youngblood. Bungee jumping next. I actually don't think I'd ever go bungee jumping. You know the reason why is because bungee jumping is actually a lot more dangerous than skydiving. There's a lot less regulations with bungee jumping, first of all. So finding like a reputable place to go bungee jumping is a lot more difficult. A lot of the times when you do go bungee jumping, the water that's actually like below is actually not deep enough to like safely break your fall, even if you were to like not be strapped into the bungee, or like God forbid something terrible happen and the bungee like snaps or something like that, right? There's also a lot more risk of like G-force. Is it G-force or is it like, it's like recoil, that's what it's called. Yeah, there's a lot more danger with recoil because the pull-up sensation is actually where a lot of people get injured, like especially with like spinal like issues and stuff like that. Yeah, the whiplash. So I don't actually think I would go bungee jumping. I mean, I've already gone skydiving. That's like the next step up from bungee jumping, and like, you know, it's gonna be basically the same thing, except there's just gonna be something pulling me back up at the very bottom. I bet he was pissed off. I mean, he laughed it off. The instructor laughed it off, but I was like, dude, that's crazy. Wobble combo, lady passes out, pisses on him, and then kisses him right afterwards. Man, that's just, what a day, you know? I would be like, yep, that's it. That's my day. You know, I'm going home. That's that's enough for today. Maybe snowboard. Snowboarding could be fun. Ooh, snowboarding could be really fun. Climb Mount Fuji or something? I don't know. Is that possible? Are you able to climb Mount Fuji? I mean, I would do it, but are you allowed to? Kyo and you need to rent a metal detector and go treasure hunting. Ooh, that could be fun. Deep sea fishing. That was actually something we were considering. Yeah, we were thinking about going deep sea fishing and scuba diving all in kind of one go, you know? If we're already gonna be in Hawaii, we might as well. What do you think is more dangerous, scuba diving or skydiving? Oh, 100% skydiving. I don't think scuba diving is actually that dangerous. Because you don't actually go that deep for scuba diving, right? It's like, at most, maybe like 15 feet? And you don't really have any risk of danger of, I guess, having air pressure, like pressure issues or stuff like that down there. What about a paraglider next? Ooh, paraglider could be fun. I don't know what the regulations on that are though. Cause skydiving was actually deceptively easy to book. Yena jumped out of a plane. I did jump out of a plane. Yeah, I did it actually last year. But the video just came out because of some issues with management handoff on project stuff, but also just like, it was a time. It was a time getting all the footage to work. Yena making sure Hugh doesn't beat the fisherman LARPer allegations. Yes, I'm making sure she actually goes fishing. Bungee jumping people get lax as hell. Yeah, the regulations just aren't as good on bungee jumping, you know what I mean? We gotta send you to space for... Dude! I wanna go to... Okay, I wanna go to Antarctica. But Antarctica costs like $10,000. And I'm like, I think there's much better ways to spend my money than book a cruise to Antarctica. But if any company wants to sponsor me, hey man, just saying, if Costco wants to sponsor my trip to Antarctica, you know, I'll shill their $1.50 hot dogs all they want. Public shooting range trip. I actually was thinking about it, but do you guys think that would get demonetized by YouTube? Because I feel like some streamers have straight up gotten like demonetized just from watching a video about guns. I've always wanted to try shooting a gun. I actually am very interested. You know, ever since I started playing FPS games, I wanted to feel what the actual recoil felt like. Surfing? Oh, surfing could be fun. Surfing could be really fun. I have some actually pretty cool videos from Japan that I have footage for that I still need to go through and script and record and everything. But I have a trying a bunch of different viral foods that you don't have to video. I have a what is the best amusement park in Japan video. I have a ranking all the customization experiences you can do in Japan video. And then I have a crane game video as well. I have a Outlaws crane game video that I recorded in Japan as well. So we have a lot of footage from Japan that I'm gonna be slowly working through to post out as videos in the future. Since you went fishing, would you go spear fishing as well? I would love to try spear fishing. That sounds so cool. I love physical activity, sports, and activities in general. So like the Youngblood expeditions is supposed to like kind of give me a reason to go do these things because I'll also be making content out of it and I won't just feel like I'm spending my money on something that, you know, I'm just spending my money on. Like, obviously it's experience as well, right? But if I get to do it as content as well, then it's a tax write-off. Also, Tyler, thank you so much for the 18 months of Youngpup Plus on YouTube. Go fishing again, call it fishing 2 in order to confuse the newbies. No, I'll probably explain on the video what happened with the first fishing trip. It'll be a funny little bit because we actually did a fishing competition on the first fishing trip. And I lost horribly. I got the least fish out of everyone that we went with, which is just 2 other people. It was Toka and it was me, Hio. And I think Toka got 7 fish? Hio got 6 fish. And then I got 3. So I lost horribly in the fishing challenge battle. So I deleted all the footage. Yep, that's what happened, guys. It was all according to Keikaku. And now we can go fishing again. I can win. Yeah. How about a cross-country road trip? Ooh, that could be fun. The thing is, guys, these things are pretty expensive and also would require me to take off a lot more time from streaming. So it may not happen as fast as I would like it to because these things are pretty expensive. But I do want to go do more stuff and make more videos because I think this stuff is really fun and it's kind of like what I want to do more of just as content-wise. Whitewater rafting, that'd be so sick. Will you do scuba diving? I'd be down to do scuba diving. I actually had plans to try scuba diving, but they kind of fell short just because I'm saving up for a big monetary purchase right now. So I'm being a bit more conservative with the money that I spend. Have you ever gone ice skating? Yes, I actually learned how to ice skate for my Yuri on Ice cosplay that I did in 2017. Did some kayaking at Monterey for the first time. It's surprisingly easy. I can see myself fishing while doing it, while kayaking. Really? Don't you need to balance a kayak? Or am I thinking about something else? I would imagine peeing would be actually kind of common. A lot of people pee when they're scared. Yeah, the instructor was telling me that peeing happened to him like maybe a couple times. But most of the time it wasn't like an insane stream, you know? It was just kind of like they trickled a little bit and they were really embarrassed about it afterwards. He was telling me that one of the guys actually shit himself. And I was like, oh man, poor buddy. I hope he bought a change of pants, man, because if he had to drive back home with pooped out pants, that would be pretty sad. Apparently a lot of people pass out. A lot of people do straight up just conk out in the middle of their skydive, which is a little sad because I think the most beautiful thing about skydiving is being able to see the world from like that crazy perspective. Like I told you guys, like it almost didn't feel real. Like I felt like I was doing a simulation. If not for the copious amount of wind blowing in my face and making it so I was like, oh yep, I'm definitely falling. I genuinely would have been like, yeah, this is a simulation, you know? Like it doesn't look real. Like, cause you never really see the Earth from that perspective. You know what I mean? What about go-karting? Oh, go-karting would be fun. Go-karting would be super fun. You talked about ice fishing. Yes, I was thinking about doing a trip to maybe Alaska or something and going ice fishing. That could be really cool. Also, JP, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. YT hates guns, so yes, paintball is out cause OPSEC. Wait, why is paintball out cause OPSEC? Is there something wrong with OPSEC and paintballs? Climbing Mount Fuji is more about walking at high altitude and weather. Is it allowed though? I actually don't think I know anyone who's ever climbed Mount Fuji before. Would you try flying a plane? Pretty sure there's regulations on that. I would love to try flying a plane, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be allowed to. The higher you are, the air becomes a bit of an issue based on your physical state. I mean, you can just bring oxygen with you, right? Like worst case scenario. I've rented out oxygen before when I climbed super high mountains in China. There's a mountain called Emeishan in China. It's really, really cool, actually. The bottom of the mountain is super cold and snowy, and then once you reach above the cloud layer, it becomes super warm. So like there's a layer of clouds that separates the bottom and the top half of the mountain, and the bottom half is like super snowy. There's like a blizzard going on, and there's like monkeys that are climbing on the path everywhere. There's like wild monkeys. And then you like reach above the cloud layer and it's like warm, it's nice and sunny out, the sky is clear because you're above the clouds and everything. But when you're up there, the air is really, really thin. So what you can do is you can rent out oxygen tubes to breathe when you're up there, which is what I did because I am susceptible to high altitude. But I mean, if you can just do that, I think it's okay, right? She dove last year, but it was a really long fall. That's why it's only coming out now. Yeah, guys. Oh, finally. My content isn't pre-recorded anymore. I'm finally back on Earth. I stopped falling. You can't film in Antarctica, apparently. I'm pretty sure you can. It's just only in specific areas that you can film. Because the Antarctica thing that I looked at was basically a cruise. It was like a 7-day cruise that they would take you around to like different parts of Antarctica, give you like basically the natural history tour of like the area and stuff, and then you would go like penguin watching or whatever. I'm doing a cruise to Antarctica, collecting the gear and supplies for the trip right now. Oh, really? Wait, how much was it? How much was it? What's the plan since you're basically caught up with Woowa? Go back to being a variety streamer? You can't live stream guns. Videos need to follow special rules. Like if I say it's for educational purposes, is that okay? Or is that something I would only be able to do like on like say Twitch? You know, because it didn't offline TV do like a gun shooting video or something like that? Because I remember there was like a video of Lily Pichu shooting like a rifle, wasn't there? Shooting videos generally don't get demonetized on YouTube unless a certain case where automatics are involved. Oh, okay. Pre-recorded should be fine. They have some rules you need to research. I'm at the gym. I'll be listening but not commenting for a good while. But hi, hello, yeah, welcome in. Go look at the gym. I also went to the gym today. It was tough. It was really tough. I started my Shark Week today, so my stomach has been very disagreeable, and I've been having some of the worst cramps that I've had in like the last couple of years today. I popped like 3 Advils right before this stream, so today might be a little bit shorter depending on how long the Advils have effect for. I'm okay right now, but it was really bad earlier today. I still powered through the gym though. I still powered through. It was just a tough time. Do a tour of 100 different types of cafes in Japan. Okay, so I actually thought about doing that, like all the different animal cafes and stuff like that, right? But it kind of doesn't rub me the right way. I just don't like the feeling of like exotic animal cafes. I think I only really fuck with them if it's like a adoption/foster care system that also allows you to like interact and socialize with the pets because they need to be socialized for being adopted and stuff like that. The capybara/owl/ like whatever cafes, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. It's not something I personally want to support, so I actually ended up deciding not to do that kind of content because, yeah, for those aforementioned reasons. The recoil, that's fine. The gunpowder smell, that's special. Really? Yeah, I'm super interested. I think I would never personally buy a gun because I'd be scared that I'm one of those people that's like, what if I'm holding the gun and then I drop it and then somehow through a matter of RNG, as it's dropping, it hits my arm, the safety releases, and then it hits my foot, and then my toes grip the handle somehow, and then shoot the gun, and it hits me, you know? What if that happens? So I don't think I would ever own one myself, personally. But I am interested in trying to shoot one. A couple of years ago, I visited an underground waterfall deep in a cave. It was a plenty chill experience. I don't think I would ever go caving, but I would be interested in touring a cave. I think there's too many nutty putty cave experiences on the internet and horror stories on that end that I'd be too scared personally to go on one of those like cave diving experiences. I have some friends who actually have gone cave diving before, and they all say that it's like really safe as long as you go on like a guided tour that's like reputable and has like a lot of people who have gone on it and stuff. But it's like, you never know. And I guess you could say the same for like any extreme sport, right? You never know. You never know when the skydiving, whatever, the skydiving stuff, the parachute could fail, the secondary parachute could fail, and then both you and the skydiver could both die. You know, you don't know, but I don't know. Caving is a little bit of a step up for me right now. I really enjoyed the video. I hope seeing the Earth from such a different perspective was as beautiful as it looked. It was really pretty. I gotta say, like, it was really fucking surreal. Like, you look into the distance and you can see the actual curvature of the horizon, and it's so insane to think about. It's like, wow, the Earth is actually round, guys. They weren't lying in science class. The Earth is, in fact, round. Like, you know, I'm not a flat earther. I was never a flat earther. I just want to make that very clear. But, like, you see, like, the curvature of the horizon, and it's like, whoa. Holy shit. We're on a fucking sphere, dude. That's crazy. Not really a challenge video, but you and Hio should go to a rage room. Oh, rage room would be so cool. Wait, that'd be sick. That'd be so cool. Also, sorry, I'm kind of far back in chat. Sorry, guys. This is just the experience of every single Yap stream. I'm always gonna be like a jillion messages behind. Was it like you were having an out-of-body experience? I would say kind of. So, okay, to put it into context, I think I was only free-falling for like a minute and 25 seconds, basically. And although that sounds like not a long time, which it wasn't, it did feel like quite a long time in terms of me about to pass out from lack of oxygen. Because not only is there a lack of oxygen, you also can't really breathe. Like, there's so much air rushing onto your chest that there's pressure on your chest, like right here, right? So you can't expand your chest. Like, you physically cannot breathe. So one of the tips I actually got from when the ladies working at the counter and stuff was that just scream as hard as you can. Use your diaphragm, because at least that way there will be room at least for you to get a little bit of oxygen in on intake. Because like what you need to do is you need to like basically expel almost everything forcefully so that you can even like breathe in a little bit at a time, like for the oxygen that's up there. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't really want to say it was an out-of-body experience, because it's more so just a what the fuck is going on? Ah! Ah! You know, like and you didn't really have time to think about it, because by the time like the free fall was over, the 1 minute 25 seconds is done, you're already like kind of just floating around, the parachute's been pulled and stuff like that, and you're just kind of like, huh, yeah, wow, okay, that happened, cool. But it was awesome. Like I wouldn't do it again because I don't want to test the statistic, but you know, it was really cool. Definitely one of those things where I felt like I was really glad to have done it in my lifetime, because I don't think it's an experience that I'll be able to naturally have, you know, just living my life. Ooh, the Northern Lights would be so cool. That'd be sick, man. That'd be so cool. If Yenya can learn how to fly a plane, Yena totally can. Dude, how hard do you think that would be? How much money do you think that would take as well? Going to flight school? What if I get plane certified? Indoor rock climbing. I actually used to do indoor rock climbing. I wasn't very good at it, but I actually used to do it. I actually have some friends who are really, really good at indoor rock climbing that I think would be totally down to do like a video with me about teaching me indoor rock climbing. Climbing Mount Fuji is allowed. There's just weather restrictions, potential hazard situations from time to time. Oh, really? Is it like allowed as in like anyone can just get up one day and be like, I want to climb Mount Fuji? Or do you have to like make a reservation? Like, is there lodging up there? I don't know how long the climb actually is, you know? Is there lodging up there? Do you start from a certain point, or do you just start from the base of the mountain? Like, another VTuber has climbed Mount Fuji. Really? Maybe I'll climb Mount Fuji one day. That sounds awesome. That sounds so cool. Have you ever been on the zero gravity simulation flights? No, I haven't. It does sound cool though, like kind of like simulating going to space. Yeah, that sounds sick. That sounds really sick. Guys, I'm gonna become an adventure tuber. I'm gonna go film adventure content. That's gonna be my variety content. I'm gonna just do stuff outside. How long did it take you to land after jumping out of the airplane? Ooh. So I don't know if you guys saw till the end of the video, but there's a part in which Hio's filming like a speck in the sky. So that speck in the sky that she was filming was actually me. And I'm so impressed that she actually figured it out. Because, so the reason why I think she knew it was me for real, like for sure, was because I was the last to board and thus I was the first to jump. Right? So I was the first little speck in the sky to basically fall down. So she actually got footage of me falling, which is very impressive because there were also many other black dots falling from the sky, you know? Oh my god. But it took, I would say, it was about like a minute of free fall, and then it took about maybe another 4 minutes to fully land on the ground. Because like what they'll do for you is they'll basically pull the parachute kind of early. My specific instructor pulled my parachute really early because he wanted to give me some more time to just look around and stuff like that. So I think what he told me was the parachute got pulled probably around like maybe 6 to 8,000. There you go, guys. I didn't say 7. I didn't say 7. 6 to 8,000 feet range, and then we just kind of floated down towards the end. And he like spun me around a couple of times. Like he did this really cool thing actually, where I wish Kyo caught this on camera because it looked so funny. There's a point in which we were just Beyblading down, like because he just kept pulling the right side full. So we were basically like almost horizontal, just spinning around like this. So I don't know what it looked like from the ground, but from my perspective, it was like we were just Got a heating pad? Not right now. I had one when I was in bed earlier. I was lying down for a bit, waiting for the Advil to kick in. Have been drinking some water? Yeah, I have. I've been doing all the things, the whole shebang, but being a woman is hard, guys. Being a woman is hard. You just get terrible muscle cramps in your stomach every single month, and sometimes just nothing you can do about it. Back when I was on birth control, it was okay, but I realized I was getting some like really weird side effects from birth control, so I stopped using it. I was on birth control during college and it really helped my cramps, but it also made me kind of depressed. Apparently for some people it helps with their depression, but I got like really depressed and I just didn't feel happy, so I got off it personally. It didn't work for me. I've had friends who are like, you should try something different. You should try different birth control, but I'm okay. I'll just bear through it. I'll just clench my teeth and bear through the cramps. That's fine. Ghost hunting with Cersei and Ruby could be fun. Oh, that would be so fun. I hate that they live so far away, man. I hate that they live so far away. An outlaw's haunted house would be really cool. We actually did go to I wish we could film, man. It was so funny. We went to a haunted house together in Fuji-Q, which is a amusement park in Japan. And it was so funny because you guys know how I'm the weenie, right? Like, I'm the weenie with horror games and stuff online. Like, I don't like playing horror games because I think they're a little bit scary and I get a little heebie-jeebies, right? Apparently, horror just does not affect me in real life. Because, like, we took a picture, right? That's like, they jump scare you and then they take a picture at the very beginning of the haunted house. And it's so, I want to get this art redrawn because it's so funny because my face is like, there was like an introductory video and they were giving like the kind of like story of the haunted house. Like it was like a abandoned hospital, like this was a real hospital, blah, 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 blah. And the people here, you know, fell to a strange illness and then they started doing experiments on it, blah, blah, whatever, right? And then so at the very end of that video, they jump scare you and then they take a picture of you while you're being jump scared. And the picture is Ruby, absolutely scared shitless, and she's literally like, ah! You know, like she's jumping out of her seat. Cersei, like holding onto her, like holding onto Ruby's arm, and then me just like with my hand on my chin going like, huh? Like, cause I didn't understand the Japanese that was being told to me in the lore video that they were showing me, so I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, okay, sure, big flashing white light that scream. What's the lore? What's the actual lore, man? I can't read these subtitles. And it was really funny because so we were a trio, right? We got grouped up in pairs of 3. And so what was intended to happen was that all of us would go in groups of 3, and that was the maximum. So they didn't want people to group up together. Because obviously groups of people would make it a lot less scary. So they wanted people to go in small groups. So we had, I think it was 5 other groups with us. So 5 other groups of 3 with us in different like cubicles, basically. And then the idea was that like we would go 3 at a time into the haunted house, and then it would be like segmented so that there would be space between each of us. And it was so funny because every representative from every single group was like, oh no, dozo, onegaishimasu, dozo, yeah, dozo. Like, we were all like, no, please, you go first, no, please, I insist you go first. And then so I was like, all right guys, this is ridiculous, we're just gonna go. So I pulled Cersei and Ruby with me to go with me, and then I was like, I wanted to let them, you know, go on first, because I was like, oh, they like the scariest stuff, surely they'll want to, you know, lead the way and stuff like that, right? And so like Cersei starts leading the way initially, and then she's like, no guys, I don't know if I can do this, I think I might have to tap out. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm the only one that's actually not scared. And in their like defense, it was actually a really fucking scary haunted house. They weren't allowed to touch you, but they were allowed to get very, very close to you. Like there were live actors and stuff. And so I full on just whipped out the Leon Kennedy. I had my flashlight like being held like this, like on my shoulder. And I had my hand behind like the back of the flashlight like this, and I was like checking corners. Up, down, left, right. Check your corners, guys. Huh. You can't fool me. I know there's gonna be a jump scare here. You know, like, I wish we could have filmed it because it was so funny. And then towards the end, Ruby and Cersei got a lot more brave, because I think they got a lot more used to it. But at the very beginning, like, it was really funny because it was just me being like, I'm checking the corners. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. You ladies all right? You ladies all right? Don't worry, guys. I got this. It was very funny. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. I'm at cave diving, guys. I'm at cave diving. Let me just skim through everything and try to catch up here. How about storm chasing? I don't know if storm chasing is actually legal. Is that actually legal? I think it's kind of like a do it at your own risk sort of thing. I don't think there's an actual like regulation around it, or like people who take you storm chasing. I don't know, actually. Oh god, I'm so far behind. You could try out a cave river tour. It was pretty enjoyable, the one I tried in the Philippines. Ooh, that sounds fun. National park tour. Oh, that'd be awesome. Dude, I actually reconnected with a high school friend recently. I don't know if I ever told you guys about that one guy that I roped into doing a Sword Art Online book trailer with me in like middle school. I reconnected with him recently, and he is a wildlife forester now. I don't even know what that means. I was like, sure. What does that entail? But you know what? I'm really happy for him because he's always been into like nature and like animals, biology, bugs, all that good stuff. So he's doing what he loves now. I'm really happy for him. It's not every day you see someone able to do something that they love. For future Yena, a flower for when you catch up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's so sweet. Oh, thanks. Have you tried a sensory deprivation tank? No, I haven't. I'd be interested though. That sounds fun. Is this live? No, this is pre-recorded, like I said, in my short that I released. That was also pre-recorded and scheduled to be released. Great Wall of China climb stream when? Well, first I have to go to China. Which means having to see my parents. Which is a whole nother can of worms. So I guess I could go to China and just not tell them, but that sounds like a little bit of an asshole move. Yena learns the guitar. The finale will be a 3D acoustic solo concert! Oh, that'd be fun! Will you fly to the moon next? I mean, if someone wants to sponsor me to go to the moon, I'd love to. I love space, man. I think... No, I don't think there's commercial flights to the moon yet. But I think there is commercial flights in spaceships that you can purchase now. But I think they're like $100,000 or something like that. They're really expensive. Fuji is easy to underestimate, but technically nothing special. You just need to be fit and check weather. I mean, it'd be cool to climb it and say I climbed down Fuji, you know? There's places to stay up there as far as I can tell. Oh, really? I mean, it'd be cool to climb Mount Fuji. I'd always be interested in doing something and being able to say that I was like able to do it, you know? Touch grass VTuber. Hey, I'm Yena Youngblood. I'm the VTuber that touches grass. We can live vicariously through you. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of like content like these. I've always loved those creators who like go out and like travel and do stuff and document their experiences and stuff like that. There's this one guy I started watching recently. He's what was his name? I forgot. But he did like a like he built like a dumpster to hide out in and try to like be incognito in. And he does a lot of like other travel videos and like experience videos as well. And I really like them. It's like, it's what I've always wanted to do as a VTuber, or sorry, not a VTuber, as a YouTuber in general. So. Hope no one minds with AI translate. Oh, no, don't worry. That's totally okay. Thank you so much for using a translating app. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You should go to the back rooms and explore. How do I get there? how do I get there? Haunted house sounds fun. It was great. I actually really liked it. I was really impressed at how they were able to make such a cool atmosphere, and like the live actors all were great. It was really funny though. I felt kind of bad for laughing, but it was really funny in the moment. There was a girl that was with us that was just scared out of her mind. Like, I was like reassuring her. I was like holding her hand and stuff like that. But she was scared just out of her fucking mind. And like, there was this one point, this live actor cooked us. So many people ran, like actually ran for their life, because they came bursting out from a dark hallway and started bolting at full speed at us. And obviously for me, right? It's kind of hard for me to get immersed in something when I know the danger isn't real, if that makes sense. I think the best way I described it to Cersei and Ruby were that in video games, I have less control over my body, quote unquote, because I don't know the controls as well. And evidently, like, if I can't really fight back or run at a speed that I know I can run at, then it feels like it's not really something I have control over. Whereas in more IRL horror experience, because I know I'm fit, I know I can run fast, I know I can fight, I'm like exponentially less scared because I'm like, what are you gonna do to me? I'll fucking judo throw you right now. Like, and so when this actor comes bursting down the hallway, everyone starts running, right? And obviously I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I guess I'll run along with the crowd, right? But I'm like just lightly jogging, kind of like, you know, just like going like at a moderate pace. And one of the girls that was just scared out of her mind that was with our group, she just straight up falls on her face. Like, and when I say like fall on her face, she trips, she tumbles, and she falls on her face. And the actor is not allowed to touch or allowed to help. So the actor just started running in place, like, just running in place, waiting for her to scramble to pick herself back up. And I was like, oh no, this poor girl. But I couldn't stop laughing at the actor. And I felt bad because I felt like she thought I was laughing at her, but I was not laughing at her. I was laughing at the actor. I thought it was really funny. Scares does not phase Yena at all. I just don't get scared by IRL horror. I think that's one of the things I found out. I thought I would get more like heebie-jeebies, but I think the moment that I have control over my own body and I know what the risks are, like physically, like there's that part of my head that kind of like switches off in terms of like the fear factor, I guess. It's like, so even if I get jump scared, it's sort of like I'm in this fight or flight like mindset of like I'm ready to fight rather than like I need to run away, which is like what most horror games want you to do, right? Yena hit the What was that noise? I really want to get art of the picture that we took. We have it saved still. We got a digital copy of it, so we have it saved to use as a reference for when I eventually end up making that video. I think it'd be really funny to get commissioned art of that. Room clear. Next. Where did everybody go? Bingo? That reminds me when I went to USJ and almost smashed someone's head with a shovel because we didn't know about the Halloween stuff happening. Guy was laughing like crazy at least. That's so funny. Yes, Chad Yena reaction. Oh, I wish we could film, man. It was so funny. We also went to this at Fuji Q. They had like an Alice in Borderland type experience where you had to do a bunch of these like puzzles to basically escape the games. But it was so cool because the actual like environment itself was like a maze, right? And then like you had to like basically score above a certain amount of points with your team to progress to like the next stage, quote unquote. And if you didn't progress, you would like lose. So you would have to like leave the excuse me. You would have to leave the game and then like retry, like come back in and stuff like that. But it was super sick, and I wish we got a chance to go back because it was so cool. I think the next time I go to Japan, I might try to go there again and try it again because it was super, super fun. Hey, Yena, from skydiving to spelunking? I don't think I would go spelunking myself. Maybe spelunking. Maybe not cave diving. Spelunking doesn't sound too bad. Put your parents in the walls like AOT. That's crazy. That's crazy. Running for president stream? You know, technically, I actually couldn't run for president. I'm actually legally not allowed to because I'm naturalized. according to US laws, I am not a suitable candidate for president in the United States because I was not born in the United States. Since I was naturalized, even though I am now an American citizen, I cannot run for president. The cheapest are suborbital flights, yeah. How much is a suborbital flight to space? Like, is it feasible? Is it feasible in my life to go to space? Because I think that would be like my biggest dream in my entire life. To just go to space and see the Earth from space. I love space, guys. Like, you guys have no idea how much I love space. Like, I think space is so fucking sick. Like, there's something so... Sorry, I'm grabbing my water. There's something so cool about just like knowing that we live in a bigger universe to me. I think it's so awesome. I would love to go to space. Yena ready to throw down with monsters? I mean, hey man, I think for me, when I have a fight or flight response, actually, this is so funny because recently I had to have this kick in again. So I went to my orthodontist, right? Some random guy, I don't think he was homeless. At least he didn't look homeless. He like was well kept, you know, had a clean shave, had a backpack. Some random dude walks up to me and just starts dissing me. I was just waiting in front of my orthodontist office for DV to drive up because we went to go run errands together. And he just started dissing me. He was like, something, something bitches. I ain't got no witches. These something, something are all snitches. And I was like, what the Like, I stanced up. I was like, what is going on? Is this guy gonna attack me right now? What is happening? So he started like rapping at me. He was doing all the hand motions too. He was like, you know, like stuff like that. And he started getting really close to me. I was like, dude, you need to back up. You need to back the fuck up. And so he's like, okay, I'll back up then, I guess, bitch. And I was like, can you leave? Like, I don't want you to be rapping to me right now. So I asked him to leave, and he was like, okay, bitch, I guess I'll fucking leave then, bitch. I'm fucking leaving, bitch. All right, bye, bitch. And then, like, as he was walking away, he kept making hand signs at me. He was like... I was like, what is going on? But, like, my orthodontist came out, the freaking, the nurse that was working there came out, the receptionist came out, and they were like, are you okay? Like, what happened? I don't know. This guy just started coming up to me rapping. Like, what's going on? But I say all this to say that my first response when it comes to, I guess, like, situations like this is not flight. It is, I'm gonna get stanced up and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this guy. So, my survival instincts are a little bit strange in that aspect, I think. I don't know, so weird, dude. It was so weird. I've never had that happen to me, even like in New York. Actually, no, I had it happen to me in New York once. Did I ever tell you guys about the guy who ran up to me in my freshman year of college? It was like my first week in New York. He ran up to me, grabbed me by the shoulders, which is already really scary because he was a pretty big guy. And he just screamed at me saying, Jesse, we need to cook! And he ran away screaming. And that was my first experience in New York. But yeah, man, crazy stuff. I don't know, maybe there's something about the way I look that just makes people think that I want to throw down, perhaps. Yena's also too young to be president. Oh, is there an age limit for presidency? I didn't know that. Won't it terrify you? Space? I mean, I think there is something scary about space in the sense of like the infinite vastness of it. But I actually think, personally, I find it more beautiful than scary. It's like, of all places that I could have been born, and of all, like, people I could have met, somehow we are born here and we have met in this place, you know? Like, I think there's, like, some sort of beauty to the fact that of all the possibilities out there, like, this is the possibility that is, like, reality for us, you know? I really like space for that reason. Damn, she's squaring up against her. No, I didn't square up, dude. He came at me first. I was just getting ready to defend myself if I needed to. It was kind of scary because he just got up on all in my face and I was like, dude, what are you doing? He challenged you to a freestyle battle because you locked eyes like in Pokemon. I honestly, that kind of felt like exactly what happened. I was like, yeah, man, this is just like my video games. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, he did listen to me when I asked him to back up and I asked him to leave, right? He did it aggressively, but he did listen to me, so I don't know if his intentions were malicious, you know? Who knows, man? Who knows? Some, yeah, NPC guy, NPC man came up to me and started rap battling me. Hi, Yena, I finally got my own yacht cat. Oh, really? Congratulations! Heck yeah! As a New Yorker, yeah, this city is weird. Listen, man, I love New York. I think it's a great place. But sometimes people are a little bit too free in New York, you know? I think sometimes you gotta rein it in a little bit. Literal GTA NPCs. I can't believe you were on the set of Breaking Bad. Yeah, dude, I was the Flask. Tag yourself. I've only stanced up twice. Once when I thought I saw a ghost without my glasses. It was 3 a.m. and I lived next to a graveyard. The other, some guy almost hit me with a car. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I'm glad you're okay. He tried to hypnotize you with his rap ways. Maybe he expected me to rap battle back. Maybe I look like someone who was gonna, like, diss him back or something and he wanted to rap battle? Who knows, man? I don't know. Is it bad that in the same line of how big space is makes me want to throw hands with God when I'm dead? I mean, I think that's fair, right? If you weren't dealt a good hand in life... I used the idiom correctly! Dealt a good hand in life! That's how you use it! Oh my god! Correct idioms on the Yena Youngblood stream? Crazy work, man. Imagine you board a rocket, get to space, and your capsule gets boarded by an alien who starts aggressively rapping at you. Hey, not the worst case scenario, all things considered, if an alien boards your ship. Honestly, not the worst case scenario. Stuntman, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Born too late to explore the world, born too soon to explore space, born just in time to spend half my life doom scrolling. Hey! If you recognize... sorry, can't speak. If you recognize that you have an issue, try to do something about it, you know? I think one of the things that I've really, like, benefited from is when I notice that I'm doom scrolling, I'll just get up and go outside. Just walk around. Maybe talk to a neighbor or something, you know? Obviously, like, I think in today's day and age, doom scrolling has kind of lost its meaning. Like, I think sometimes you just need to sit there and look at funny videos and scroll for a while, right? Nothing wrong with it. But I think if you do recognize that you have an issue with it and you're spending a lot of your time doing it, make a small step to change that. There's a lot of things to do in this world. A lot of things that don't require money. going to a park does not require money. Walking outside does also not require money. I guess unless you live in a really unsafe environment, in which case I hope you get out of that unsafe environment. Do you think aliens are jealous that they don't have Yena Youngblood in their universe? I don't think aliens care about Yena Youngblood. You went skydiving, how was it? Oh, I'm so happy you asked. It's so great that I have this awesome video that I just posted on youtube.com. That details my skydiving experience that you should watch. Yes, please engagement. I have double Yena scrolling shorts and I get that everything is pre-recorded short. Oh, hell yeah! Yes, I'm invading your feed. That is my plan, to throw myself at the wall until I stick. Throw myself at the hypervial content wall until something sticks. I traded out doom scrolling for VTuber watching. Hey, I would say that that is a step up. I would personally say that is a step up. Because I think the beautiful thing about VTubing and interacting as like a chatter in VTuber spaces and stuff like that is that you get to meet other people who are also very interested in this very niche topic and personality that you're also interested in, you know? It's a great way to, I think, build communities, you know, connect with people in a world that feels like there isn't a lot of connection these days, you know? Why would I talk to a neighbor? That might result them getting to know me. I wouldn't wish that evil upon them. You gotta change your mindset. Change your mindset! I can't do it! Hi, I'm Yena Youngblood! You have to change your mindset. There's a lot of people out there who have very low self-confidence and self-esteem and would love to get to meet more people who might also feel that way. Because that would make them feel not alone. I don't know. I think there's a lot of benefits to taking the scary step forward. Fun fact, your brain will try to trick you into thinking you're powerless when you're not. You can be your biggest hater. So don't let the hater in you win. True. Yes. I feel like I struggled with this a lot in my life. Where I had a period in my life where I didn't think I was allowed to have friends, if that makes sense. And it was less on like the edgy, like, I'm not allowed to have friends because no one understands me. It was more so in like the sense of like, I didn't feel like I could be good enough of a friend for someone. So I didn't actively try to make friends with people because I felt like it would just be a disservice upon them, you know? But once I like got a little bit older, I realized a lot of people felt this way. And we're all kind of just navigating life without really understanding how it works. And so, man, why not do it with a buddy, you know? Do it with a buddy who also doesn't know how life works and also is fumbling around trying to figure it all out. Humans are social creatures, you know? We find happiness in relying on each other. Was it hard to pack your model for skydiving? Yeah, it was really hard actually. You know, I had to fold up my model. I had to bring it back out, put my suit back on. my 2D anime girl suit. Had to go from the 3-dimensional space into the 2-dimensional space. And then, yeah, man, that shit was pretty difficult. Change your inner voice into Yena Youngblood, who's about to square up with you for attacking her with your negative thoughts. Yes. Change your mindset. I can't do it. I'm Yena Youngblood. This is too hard. I'm Yena Youngblood. It's just not worth it. I'm Yena Youngblood. Kamikaze, thank you so much for the 14 months. I appreciate it. I just got here. You got thrown out of a plane. I did indeed. There's a video on my YouTube channel where you can watch me getting thrown out of a plane. It's pretty cool. How are your IRL Yakuza side quests going? I'm trying to figure out what I want my next one to be. I think I might try... Someone in my comments of my video recommended goat yoga. I think I might try that. I actually have a place that I was looking at near the Off-Kai area that I was thinking about trying out. So maybe I'll extend my Off-Kai trip a little bit and go try out goat yoga. Go film goat yoga. That's such a good way of describing it, though. My Yakuza side quest era. Why is Deku Yena Youngblood? I don't know. I feel like that's my default, like, friendship is... the power of friendship. You can do it. Motivational voice. You can do it, guys! With the power of friendship, you know? I might not be able to do it, but if I don't do it, who else is going to do it? No. Change your mindset. I'm Yena Youngblood. Just start becoming Yena Youngblood. And then use that to fuel your motivation to go do stuff. Does goat yoga involve excessive screaming? I actually don't know. I don't know if the goats even do yoga with you. How can you get goats to do yoga? Or is it just that the goats are there while you're doing yoga? We are Yena Youngblood. I saw that in the area and I was looking for stuff to do. Gonna go to the Mystery House Sunday. Mystery House? What's Mystery House? That sounds fun. Where's the mahjong in that equation? Ooh. I did actually learn how to play mahjong with a mahjong creator sometime last year. And I feel like I've totally forgotten how to play mahjong since then. Goats climb on you as you do yoga. Oh! So like I'm doing like the downwards dog and then the goat hops on my ass? Is that how it works? Haven't checked much of your old content yet, but have you ever tried assembling a plastic model on stream? Yes, I actually have a series of streams where I build a Blue Eyes White Dragon Gunpla kit on stream. He's actually sitting on my printer right now, right next to me. His name is endearingly Ass Blaster. Don't know why. I actually don't remember why we called him that, but that's his name. That's Ass Blaster right there. Yes, Blue Eyes White Worm before he got his legs attached. New side quest, Yena learns to use a sewing machine. Pants sewing speedrun. Make my own pants? Actually, do you guys have any cool activities that you've done in your life that you think would be really cool for me to experience? Like, extreme sports aside, I guess. Or extreme experiences aside. A blast from the past. Yes, not the ass. Oh, short for Asteroid Blaster. Right, Ass Blaster. Wait, you're so right. Oh my god, how did you remember that? Fishy's memory is insane. Nomad, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I had a good weekend. I did. I painted my nails, actually. That I actually can't post online yet until Off-Kai is over. Or else people might be able to know me by my nails, which would be really bad. So I'm not posting my nails until after Offkai is over. But they're really pretty. I actually did them inspired off of Yuno's color palette. And I think they turned out really nice. I had some blue magnetic gels that I want to use. Outside of a parkour gym, home demo for renovations? Wait, what's home demo for renovations? Parkour gym. Learning how to drift, like a car? Are there classes for that? Wrestling ring. Oh, holding an anaconda. Hitting masters in League of Legends. Okay, buddy. Getting a steamer for your wait, hold on. Wait. Talking to him, we need to take a step back here. Of every single experience you've had in your life, you would say that getting a steamer for your clothing has been the most significant experience you've had in your life. Brother, we gotta take you to the club or something, man. I have packed up and moved to a state with no job. Call that extreme relocation. Hey, man, good for you. I hope it was a good move, at least. I hope it was, it felt cathartic, and it was for good reason. I once surfed down some stairs on a miniature ironing board, flew off, fractured my arm. Don't really recommend it, though. Sorry to hear that. I'll try to not have that happen to me. I'm at an age where bones don't really heal as fast anymore, so ideally that doesn't happen. Water skiing sounds fun. Ooh. In the woods for a weekend type LARPing. Oh, like survival stuff? That could be cool. That could be really fun. Exploring an IKEA? I mean, is that an experience? I think I've been to like IKEA like over 10 times in my life now at this point. Boss tries professional wrestling would be insane. I don't even know how I would get footage for that. I have no idea how I would even get footage for that. I would have to like... the model cropping would have to be so precise. It's so funny. Skydiving? Well, that's so funny you say that because I recently went skydiving. Well, not recently, but I recently posted a video about going skydiving. Demolition of a bathroom to completely from wall studs renovated. Oh, like rage rooms kind of deal, right? Someone recommended that earlier to go to like a rage room. That could be fun. I learned how to drift a car. Ooh. Are there classes for that? Can you like take a class for that? Like at a racetrack? I've tried a banana boat ride, although I was thinking about trying out parasailing would be nice. What's banana boat? I don't know what a banana boat ride is. About to go to Japan alone for a month. So oh, exciting! Wait, that's awesome! I hope you enjoy it. That sounds so cool. Ugh, I want to go to Japan for a month. I think what I might try to do in 2027 is I might take a month where I just go traveling and just go film a bunch of content so I can have backlog. And I'll just take like a month hiatus or something like that to go adventure. And then I'll just have a bunch of backlog to edit throughout the year and stuff like that, you know? I speed ran 5 hospital visits in a month. Hey man, you and me both! Dap me up, brother! Dap me up, brother! You and me both! Boss performs interpretive dance. That would also be something I don't know how I would put into a video format. But I do like dancing. I do like dancing. Yena has such an exciting life that the mundane guy of exploring in IKEA has escaped her. I mean, I just have visited many of IKEA. I went to IKEA like 6 times when I was in college, just because we were really close to an IKEA. The IKEA that I went to as well, you had to take a ferry to get there. It's the one in New Jersey. You have to like take a ferry from like, I think it's like Long Island to get there. Very cool IKEA. Banana boat is a large inflatable banana-shaped boat. But do you do you just ride it? Like, what do you do on it? Is it like, is it a specific boat for a sport, or is it just you just get in the boat that's shaped like a banana? No Yena for a month, but I'll be sending pictures of my adventures and stuff like that, you know? Thank you for reminding me your bones don't heal fast when old, reminding me to do some stretching. Do not get a T-bone collision. It will fuck you up. Oh, I bet! I would recommend not getting into an accident ever. If possible, actually. Yeah, man. Do your stretches. The older you get, the more important it is to do recovery exercises, especially if you do like heavy lifting and stuff as well. Jersey mentioned best state in the USA. Okay, now, brother, you need to hold on. We need to no. We need to take a step back. Best state in the USA, New Jersey? You think New Jersey is the best state in the US? Brother, New Jersey is... You know what? It's okay. No, you're right. I'm not here to yuck your yum, you know? I'm not here to yuck your yum. But... I don't know if I quite agree with you. You can try boating during a tropical storm. It was really fun. Is that safe? That doesn't sound safe. What if your boat capsizes? You hold on to it for your life. No Yena for a month. I'm actually gonna do it. Book skydiving appointment. You know, it actually is that easy. You don't have to get like, you don't have to go through like a educational course. You don't have to sign any like crazy waivers or anything. I mean, you have to sign waivers once you're there, but you don't have to like go through like educational videos or anything like that. You just sign up for it and then you show up and then they strap you in and then you fall. That's it. You don't do anything. It's like booking a hair appointment. It's so crazy, man. New Jersey is at best second best state, right after Puerto Rico. Brother, I don't know if you know this, but I don't think Puerto Rico is a state. A bit of out of the current set of suggestions, but what about maybe getting first aid? Oh, like getting first aid certified? That could be fun. Oh yeah, that could be super cool. Yo, I heard Jersey mention in my GPS exit census tank. A pilot's license, a wedding officiate, and medically trained. A Yena many means indeed. Dude, I'm gonna get licensed for everything. I'm gonna go freaking take the LSAT. I'm gonna go take the LSAT and get law licensed. How about that, man? Yena Youngblood represents you in court. Okay, fine. Cuba is the best state. Final offer. Oh my god. Please spare the Youngpups. We're at the brink of insanity just with 2 weeks. At least leave us some pre-recorded videos like this stream. I can leave some pre-recorded videos next time. I'll try to be a bit more cognizant of my absence and leave some pre-recorded content for you all. Forklift certified. Actually, how hard is it to get forklift certified? I think that would be a really funny video idea. Are you forklift certified? Actually, yes, I am. The King of the Hill episode about skydiving gave me secondhand trauma. Indoor skydiving is enough for me. That's very fair. I think, like, obviously, it's one of those things that always poses a risk, right? So if you don't want to risk it, no one's ever gonna force you to do it. I do think that it is a really cool experience to at least do once. Are you scuba certified? No, I've never gone scuba diving before. I would love to go scuba diving though. It is not hard. I am forklift certified. Dude, I might go get forklift certified. Maybe I'll do it as content. And then I can title the video, okay, but are you even forklift certified? Actually, yes, I am. How about a journey of my journey to getting elected to US Senate video? Can I be part of the US Senate? But no, that would require me to dox myself. In which case, I don't know if I really want to do. I've only done the indoor skydiving one time.
I'm back.
I've never done indoor skydiving, so I don't know how it compares to actual skydiving. It's so funny because I've done the more extreme one, but not the less extreme one. You don't know, but thank you so much for the 5 months on Twitch. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 5 months. Welcome, welcome. There's probably forklift simulator games out there. Are you going to play Power World? Probably at some point. I know some people from my company want to start a server, so maybe I'll wait for them to start the server up and then we'll play Power World together. Forklift certified and proud owner of an air fryer. True. Me, I don't want to go skydiving. Me, but it's so scary. I'm Yena Youngblood. Change your mindset. A bit expensive, but cruising on a skateboard. I actually know how to skateboard. Actually, that was my main form of transportation back in New York when I used to go to college there. My main form of transportation was longboarding and just using my longboard to get from class to class. Did you get those certified skydiver things? I did. I got a little certificate. It was very cute. It was very, very cute. Hi, I'm Yena Youngblood. Today I'll be performing open heart surgery. Have you ever done free bouldering, rock climbing without the rope harness piton? Oh, no. And I don't know if I can, actually. My hands might be too sweaty for that. I have this condition called hyperhidrosis, which is basically my hands get very, very sweaty. And it makes it hard for me to grip stuff. It's gotten a lot better in more recent times. But when I was younger, it used to be really bad to the point where, like, the sweat will be so consistent that parts of my... This is kind of gross, TMI. Mute your stream if you don't want TMI for a second then, I guess. But it was really bad before because the sweat would be so consistent that parts of my hand where the sweat would pool would actually start to, like, almost, like, rot and get infected. And then that would then peel into, like, big, gigantic parts of, like, scabs and stuff like that. It's a lot better now. That doesn't happen anymore, thankfully. Thank God. But, Yeah, it used to be a big problem before. Now it's just annoying, but before it actually was a health issue. Didn't you do electrotherapy? Didn't you electrotherapy the sweat away? So the way that that works is I have to do the electrotherapy consistently in order for it to block my sweat glands. Because the way that it works is it basically blocks my sweat channels through the ionization of water that puts those molecules into my sweat glands, which then prevents my sweat from going. But then obviously, like, as time, you know, persists, like, as time goes on, those, the molecules that are in the sweat glands, they start falling out just from wear and tear. The sweat pushes it out more and more, and then eventually all of them will dissipate, and then the sweat will come back in full force. The hand version of trench foot, a little bit, yeah. That's how bad my sweat used to be. As I grew older, it got a lot better, so it's not bad anymore. My hands are pretty normal now. It's just that they get sweaty occasionally. And I have a medical device called an electrophoresis device that helps with it, but it's really painful because I basically just electroshock myself for like 15 minutes every single day, and I only really do it if I'm going to like a big event that's really important. I'll be doing a lot of handshakes and stuff like that. So I'll usually do like my electrotherapy stuff a week before, like, say, Offkai. There's a solution for sweaty hands. There is, but it's very, very painful. And I will preface that in case you ever want to try it, because it's very, very painful. You're basically sending like close to about, it depends on the area, but you're basically sending anywhere between like 10 to 15 watts voltages. Watts? What's the measurement for this? You're basically sending that through your hands through water. I like to call it my toaster in bathtub time, because it's water where they channel electricity through, and then you put your hands slash your feet slash whatever part of your body sweats a lot. There's like stuff for your armpits too, if you want to like put the electrodes on your armpits. And then you just put your hands in there. And then you sit there and let the electricity shock you for 15 minutes. And the really annoying thing about it is that if you have like open cuts on your hand, which I often do because of my cats, or just because of like picking at my fingernails and stuff like that, the voltage will like specifically like enter into your skin more so at those like areas with open skin, and it can cause electricity burns. So it's a trade-off. It hurts, but for the coming like next few weeks after I do it consistently for a week, my hands usually don't sweat, which is really great, because then I can feel confident in meeting people and shaking hands and stuff like that. But after about like 3 weeks or so, the effect of the machine does go away. So you have to do it consistently for the effect to stay consistent. Does it seal the wound? Kind of? Not really, honestly. It just makes it really raw. I was thinking about that, but I guess not. Yeah, it's a trade-off for sure. I mean, the least painful way of blocking sweat, because I was offered this as well, but it's also temporary. The least painful way of blocking sweat is actually getting Botox injected, because Botox serves as a toxin that basically inhibits your sweat glands. But it's also temporary and will eventually go away as the Botox degrades in your body and stuff like that. So it's also a bit of a trade-off, because you're also injecting, you know, Botox basically unnecessarily into your body for something that, if it's not giving you like medical issues, isn't technically like medically needed. Yeah, nerve toxin injections. Woohoo! Just want to say thanks for recommending me about The Good Place in your previous talking stream. Watch all seasons. It was really good. One of the best non-anime series I know. It was good, right? I'm glad you liked it. I'm really glad you liked it. Yeah, I love The Good Place. I think it's such a beautiful story about it's such a beautiful story about learning to be better and forgiving yourself for the person that you once were. How does electrophoresis stop you from sweating? I explained this a little bit earlier, but basically you have sweat glands in your hands, right? So what it does is that basically it separates like molecules from the water, and it pushes those molecules into your sweat glands. So it takes these like tiny, like minuscule, tiny little molecules and just kind of shoves them into your sweat glands, and it just blocks them from sweating. My doctor said the Botox treatment kind of sucks. It doesn't last long at all, and you can't inject yourself as needed. Yeah, it's a trade-off, you know? I mean, one of the, I think, best things I've done for managing my sweat is actually just managing my anxiety. Because my hands get really sweaty whenever I get anxious. And it made me realize that I get a lot more anxious than I let myself on to believe. Like, I'm very much so like okay on the outside, but anxious on the inside. So one of the best things I've done for myself for my hyperhidrosis is whenever I start sweating, I think about like, what is inherently making me anxious about this situation? And how can I kind of like self-talk myself through it so that next time I don't feel as anxious. And hopefully it won't trigger my sweating as much. What anime are you talking about? Oh no, we were talking about The Good Place. There's a chatter who was talking about watching The Good Place. I'd recommended it recently. I remember learning what Botox was in class and was like, oh, the tox is really short for toxic. Yeah! Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane cuckoo bananas that people are just injecting this shit into their faces? Like, it's actually wild to me. I'm like, hey man, I'm not here to yuck your yum or tell you how to live your life, but also that's kind of cuckoo bananas. Like, I have this thing when someone sits right next to me, my thighs heat up and sweat, so I gotta warn people. I get it, you know? I think sweating is a thing that a lot of people do struggle with. And I think the more that I've talked to people about it, the more I've realized that everyone kind of has a little bit of issue with it. It's either you're really self-conscious about your sweating issue or you're really self-conscious about how dry your hands are or like how dry your skin is. So like, I think the more I start talking to people about this and being transparent about like, oh, I have really sweaty hands and stuff like that, the more I realize like, oh, I think everyone struggles with a little bit of insecurity with this sort of thing, you know, to some extent. It's one of the worst toxins too. It's not good for you. No, it really isn't. Neurotoxins, woo! I love the editing in the new video and putting the Yena model over yourself. Didn't you realize how low your pants are when you don't have a tail attached? Oh yeah, my pants are really low. It's the low-rise jeans, man. Low-rise jeans. I remember finding out how life-changing clinical deodorant is. Oh yeah, man, me too. I feel the same way. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry for like an event, I have some clinical strength deodorant that's like in a gel form that I just like rub on my hands. If I'm in a pinch and I need to go like shake some hands and stuff like that, hey man, shit works just as well. Have you heard of people who inject themselves with oil, like gasoline? No, that does sound crazy. I don't get sweaty, I just get really cold for some reason. It's a good thing you don't get sweaty, because if you get really cold and then you also got sweaty, you would be really cold and really wet. And that's the worst combination, I think. What hit me was when I told a friend I had a crush on about my sweaty hands, and unprompted she said, "Oh, it never worked between us." That's so fucked up. What? I don't know. I think, like, it's sort of juvenile to make a big deal about it, because it's just sweat. It's not like it's even coming, like, if you're washing your hands regularly, like your armpits, right? I can understand why armpit sweat might be a little bit gross, because it's like, that's a place that you don't wash consistently. And it's a place that is warm and damp, and you're not able to really air it out. But like, you wash your hands consistently, the sweat shouldn't be dirty either, you know? I don't know. I think it's kind of juvenile. Like, sweat in general, I think being gross to people. I don't know. I've lived my whole life with having sweaty hands and stuff, so I think it's one of those things where the people who care about you won't care about something that bothers you, you know? There's that one guy who used his son's blood to try to... Oh, yeah! Didn't he get diagnosed with, like, some... like, brain disease or something like that? Something like that. I remember seeing on Twitter that he got diagnosed with something that, like, wasn't caught. Oh, stomach autoimmune. I was not even close. I was not even close. Yeah, there's this guy who, like, spent, like, a copious amount of money on staying young and living forever, quote unquote. Even going as far to, I think, like, use his son's, like, platelets or something like that to do transfusions and stuff because his son was younger and, like, a healthier version of him, quote unquote. But I think he got diagnosed with something that was pretty life-altering. Yeah, Brian Johnson. Yeah, Brian Johnson. It just goes to show, man. Like, life is unfair. I mean, like, I feel the same way too sometimes, because it's like, I feel like I work out, I eat healthy, I drink a lot of water, I don't drink alcohol anymore, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do anything. I'm like, I would say at the top of my health right now in terms of like what I can do for myself. And yet I still get hit with a lot of infections, I get hit with sicknesses all the time. You know, I have all these issues with my body. I have osteoarthritis, I have a heart issue, I have a scarred kidney, when my lungs are also scarred. You know, like, and it's like, man, life is just unfair. You can do everything to stay healthy and you could still, you know, be hit with just terrible health ailments. On the other hand, you could be unhealthy as heck. You could drink every single day, smoke, do drugs, and then you could still be at the top of health regardless, you know? That's just how it be. I think if you make an effort into taking care of yourselves, I think that's all that matters. Some people are injecting oil to make their muscles look bigger. I don't know what kind of oil, but the result doesn't... Oh! Why? Oh my god, how much... But like, why? Could you imagine touching someone's abs and it's just like a freaking... like a Nido? You're like, ooh, squishy. It's like cat paws. That's terrible. That's, ooh. Crazy self-experimentation for the sake of life extension is hardly the worst thing to spend your wealth on. It's not the worst thing, I think. I do think it gets to a point where it is obsessive. And like, for example, I have a friend whose parents are really, really rich. Like, incredibly, incredibly rich. And they recently did a experimental procedure where I think they got like stem cell injections or something like that. Like they got like blood transfusions that were of a specific variety. I don't even know what it was about because it was just so like leagues above my my finance class, social class, that I was just like, sure, I mean, I guess. But yeah, they've been apparently doing it for the last year, and it cost them about, I think it was $500,000 a person, so about $1 million in total, which is crazy to me because I'm like, if I had that, I would just buy a house now, you know? But I do think it's one of those things where like I do think there is an extent where it's like if you're so obsessed with longevity and like staying young and stuff like that, I feel like you will also kind of lose sight of what living is for, you know? I feel like a lot of the people I know who are really obsessed with like staying young and stuff like that kind of forget that aging is also just a part of life, and I think it's a beautiful part of life, you know? That's why I think wrinkles are really nice sometimes. Which is why it always makes me sad whenever gacha games or anime games or animes in general do like, this woman is 50 years old. But then it's like, they don't have any wrinkles. And I'm like, but they're so pretty. I like wrinkles. They make a person. Waterbed arms is crazy, man. Of the gachas you've played, which had your favorite art style / environments? I mean, I feel like it's kind of hard right now to really not have a bias because I've only really played enough of Wuwa to give a solidified opinion. I mean, Reverse also had great art direction. I think Reverse 1999's music and art direction was also just incredibly well done. I like the Greek philosophy of, it is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. I feel the same way. That feeling when you think you have no bad habits, but you sit in front of your PC in the shape of the letter Z, didn't touch grass for months? Hey man, go touch grass right now. You can go touch grass while you're watching the stream, actually. I believe one of the main theories for why we age is that oxygen just slowly kills us over time. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. I hope you're being sarcastic, because that's definitely not it. Yeah, I don't think that's what's happening. Yeah, guys, water is terrible for us because 100% of people who drink dihydrogen monoxide die. I can't unhear Yena saying two sides of the same coin when I play Wuwa now. I think once you start realizing some thematics they use, you realize, oh wow, they really just use this everywhere. There's something in the water that makes us pee. There's this one image that I loved using in college, where it was like, I drink water just to have to piss again. Life is a prison or something like that. I loved using that React image. Every single time someone told me to hydrate, I'd be like, I drink water just to fucking piss again. This body is a prison. Watching Yena Youngblood makes you old, guys. True! true. That's actually scientifically proven. Watching Yena Youngblood does make you old. Did you guys know that the average watcher age for Yena Youngblood audience is 25 to 32? I think they're talking about free radicals damaging your DNA over time. I guess, but free radicals are everywhere. It's not just in oxygen. Free radicals are also in the food that you eat. I'm so tired of peeing. I drink the water, which apparently I need to live or something, and then I have to go put the water somewhere else 5 minutes later. I drink the water, I go to a place to undrink the water, I wash my hands, I leave, I have to drink more water. Guess where that water ends up? Not in me. I give water to my body like a child and tosses out and demands more. All hours of the day, all hours of the night, no matter what I am doing, my life is interrupted. Whoa! Oh god, the crash out is crazy. Drinking water for what? Just to piss again? Life is a prison. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Drinking water crash out is insane. Born to drink, forced to pee. I personally love the theory that the moon kills people since everyone who looks at the moon ends up dead. Well, we're just gonna have to test that theory by having mole people, I guess. You guys think mole people actually exist? You guys think like people like live underground that we just don't know of? Was that the copy pasta you were talking about? No, the copy pasta I was talking, the meme I was talking about was the one that Nebby said. Drinking water for what? Just to piss again? Life is a prison. Every time I watch Yena, I'm older after than when I started. True! Dude. Correlation equals causation, actually. And thus, every single time you watch Yena Youngblood, you actually get older. And thus, Yena Youngblood makes you older. True. That's how it works. I'm in the age range. Chat, am I cooked? No, you're fine. You're fine. I think the 20s are chalked up to be like the youth. But I actually think the 30s are when you start figuring out your life a little bit more. I'm on the upper end. I'm gonna push it up more. Let's get old. Let's get old. Yeah. Bad news for me. I'm going on 38. It's okay, guys. You'll be happy to know that the next most popular age range for Yena Youngblood viewers is 32 to 40. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I think it's like 40% 25 to 32, and then like, no, it's like 34% 25 to 32, and then it's like 22.9% oh my god. Sorry, 32 to like 40-ish. So most people here are above the age of 25 at least. At least half of the people here are above the age of 25. Actually, not even at least. I think 70% of the people here are above the age of 25. I think I only have about like... I think I only have about like a combined total of maybe 25 to 30% that's below the age of 25. I am aging right now. You are. Yeah. Yeah, you are aging. True. Society wants you to believe that you aren't a machine that turns into danger water. Society wants you to believe you aren't a machine that turns water into danger water. Yes, that's a great way of describing pee, actually. Danger water. Whoa, what the? Kong-san, thank you so much for the 10 gifted on YouTube. What the heck? Ah, hell yeah. Thank you so much, Kong-san. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. If you guys got a gifted sub from Kong, please make sure to say thank you for the gifted. And enjoy your badge and your emotes. Thank you so much, my dude. That's incredibly sweet. Please make sure to thank your gifter as well. Damn, you guys are old. That's crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you freaking shooting fires out here, man? You resonate with the millennials. You know what? That's good. That's good. You want to know why? I think streaming for me gets really unenjoyable the moment that there are teenagers in my chats. I'm really not a big fan of teenagers. I feel like they got a lot of audacity and not a lot of tact. So I'd prefer to have the older generation in my chats, personally. Who do you think is the oldest Youngpup based on vibes alone? Oh, I mean, I think I know. I think Jeld is pretty up there. He's told me his age at meet and greets before. I think Jeld is pretty up there. Jeld, I think... I mean, again, you don't have to say your actual age here if you don't want to disclose it. But I believe Jeld is pretty up there. Nothing wrong with it, though. Nothing wrong with it. I think being able to enjoy stuff like this and be whimsical and have fun, even at an older age, is actually a very respectable thing. Not a lot of older people have whimsy these days, you know? 42 will be 43 at Offkai. Do we have anyone older than 43? I'll be 43 in 3 days. Oh, shit! Jeld got beat out! That's crazy! Do we have a 44? Do we have a 44? 44 in chat? 44? When are you getting a joint pain relief cream sponsorship? Hey, you know what? Next time I meet with my sponsorship guy, I will ask to see if we can get a reach out contact, because I think that would be really funny. Looks away silently. You're only as old as your mind is. Exactly. I think it's really good to have whimsy and enjoy stuff, you know? The older we get, I think the more important it is to be able to indulge yourself in the content that makes you happy. Yena Youngblood X Salon Pass! That'd be so sick, dude! That would be awesome. That would be so funny. Also, yes, happy early birthday! Congratulations. If you come during my streams during your birthday. Although you do have to be a regular. I may not give you a birthday kazoo if I don't recognize your username. If you do chat here often and I recognize your username and you come in and you say it's your birthday, I will give you a birthday kazoo. I had this little... And every single time a regular Youngpup comes to the stream and says it's their birthday, I give them a little birthday kazoo. They get a little happy birthday on my golden kazoo. I'll be 44 in a few months. Oh, we have a 43er in chat. 43. Do we have a 45? Can I get a 45? Can I get a 45er? It's good to enjoy some whimsy. It is good to enjoy some whimsy, yes. It's very good. The auction nobody wants to win. Hey man, nothing wrong with it. Old heads are welcome in my chat. Old heads welcome. I think it is a beautiful thing to be able to enjoy your hobbies even as you get older. A lot of people lose that whimsy. Raised to 47! Do we have a 48 in chat? Whoa! Do we got a 48 in chat? Do we have a 48er? I know a KFP who's 50? Wow. That's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty awesome. Be cringe and be free. Yes, be cringe and be free, young pups. It is a blessing. It is a blessing to be able to be free and express yourselves. Your 20s are for getting your feet under you and getting stability. Your 30s are for getting crunked in parties. You learn limits and what you can do and get away. Yes, I agree. Like, for example, I realized that I hate drinking and that I have a problem with alcoholism. So that now I've stopped drinking. And honestly, I have a lot more fun at parties now. I just act like I'm drunk and no one bats an eye. And then I don't even have to be drunk myself. I can just be crazy. But I really do feel that way. Similarly, where it's like, I felt like my 20s was a lot of stumbling around and like figuring myself out, figuring out my insecurities and my issues. And then now that I'm in my 30s, I feel like I have a really good understanding of what kind of person I am, my boundaries are, what I like, what I don't like. And I feel like I'm able to have a lot more fun now. I feel less insecure about being myself, you know? And I feel like I'm just a lot more fun in general. I'm a lot more happy now. I have a lot more fun at places and in social environments because I feel like I don't have to feel the need to perform as hard anymore. Or even if I am performing, I know the extent of like why I'm doing it and it doesn't feel like it's a burden on me, if that makes sense, you know? I feel like my 30s have just been a lot of knowing who I am and allowing myself to, you know, be a bit more myself without reservation. "46er going on 47 soon. Irregular visitor, glad you introduced me to Chapel Run." Oh, that's awesome! Heck yeah! Welcome in. I'm glad to see so many people here who are enjoying their hobbies, man. It's really great to see. It's really great to see. I feel young now. Yeah, I know there's some people in chat who are still in their 20s. We got some people that I know for a fact are in their 20s right now. And I'm sure they're sitting here like, God damn. Sorry for saying I'm old. My bad. My bad, chief. I love to be an ancient old guy who's still a VTuber fan when I'm in my 80s. That's what I want to be too. I want to be a creator when I'm in my 80s still. You know, I'm going to start doing like, dude, when I'm in my freaking 80s, I'm going to do retirement home review. Living at a retirement home for 1 month at a time, giving my review of each retirement home. So when are we banning the old pups? Never, because we're young at heart forever. Ah, see? See? That's why I'm Youngblood. That's why I'm Yena Youngblood. I want to be in the retirement home confusing the nurses with VTuber lore. Did you know that back in my day, I went skydiving and I talked about it on the internet? Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back into the bed. The internet doesn't exist anymore. The metaverse is where it's at now. We're gonna have a kitted out walker. Dude, my walker is gonna have my VTube studio set up. It's gonna go crazy. to Sky. Oh no! Not the dystopian future! Prune juice comparison vid when that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny, dude. The knitting streams are gonna go crazy. Dude, I don't even think knitting's gonna be a thing that far into the future. I think we're just gonna have robots who do that. I feel like it's gonna be like a lost craft. Hey, it might make for good content. Trying knitting for the first time. You're eventually gonna share a retirement home with one of the Youngpups? That'd be really funny. That would be really funny, because at that point, what are you gonna do? Sit outside my door? You know, it doesn't even matter if I get doxed at that point. We live in the same place. So funny story, robots suck at crochet. Really? Wait, like specifically crochet? New thing is gonna be H-tubers. H-tubers has a very different meaning. My flesh tuber suit. Yeah, we already got H-tubers. That's why I had to specify. No, I think I like the term flesh tubing. I really like flesh tubing. I think that's a very unorthodox way of saying it, but also it has a nice ring to it. It sticks very well, you know? We already have more VTubers than flesh tubers. Okay, but do we actually have more VTubers than flesh tubers? Is that like a real confirmed statistic? Because I recently saw this thing about how like there's like bots that are doing like fake VTubing Twitter accounts and stuff like that, but they're like they've never streamed in their life. There's like so many fake VTuber accounts out there on Twitter. Is it not the human condition to be a flesh tube? Water go in, piss go out. That's why flesh tuber is a great name for it. That's what I'm saying, man. I literally can't find flesh tubers on YouTube anymore. It might just be your page, possibly. I do feel like flesh content creators are still more popular. Maybe YouTube live streaming is more heavily VTuber based? Based on what? Sorry. Yeah, maybe YouTube streaming is a bit more based on VTubers. But I feel like on Twitch and the general like video content creating space, it's still a lot of IRL human stuff. Aren't those V-tweeters? No, but they're actually fake. Like, they're not real people. They're like literally people, like they're bots. They're like AI like bots that make like fake VTuber accounts. Like, and pretend to be like pre-debut VTubers that are just not real. And like all their assets are like AI and stuff like that. I don't know what they gain out of it personally, but I mean, very dead internet theory. I tried to write a bio of a random fake VTuber account I found, and Twitch literally wouldn't let me type it in chat because it thought I was a bot! That's so funny. Some have mixed IRL content. I know a few who cook and one does Japan biking and such content. Oh yeah, Giri, right? Onigiri? She does like mixed content. I think if I was indie, I would also do mixed content. But because I'm in company, showing my face would have a bit more severe implications for the rest of the girls in my company. Just in a sense of like, if we were to ever be together at an in-person event, it would make for an OPSEC nightmare. So, for that reason, I don't associate my face with Yena. But I think if I was indie, I think I would. I think I would do mixed. They all have debut on X/Y for years in their bio. They're not hard to spot. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They're all like fake accounts that like seem real. I think Chata is just Chuba curated. Fleshies is crazy, by the way. Fleshies is insane. They try to message and contact you. My guess is info stealing. Oh, like almost like collecting emails and stuff. Oh, that's an interesting take on that. Yeah, that is a very interesting take on that. If you're gonna show your face, why even bother with the whole VTuber thing? I mean, I think it depends. For me, VTubing is just an avenue of content creation. It's not like it's like a die hard, you have to do this sort of content forever, in my personal opinion. Like, it's just like using webcam, you know? It's not like... I mean, I guess like if you're really curating a community that's valued on role-playing and keeping the immersion, sure, I suppose so. But if you're like me, who's basically the same in VTuber form and out of VTuber form, there really isn't a difference, you know? But it's like, why would I not want a cool model? If I was a flesh tuber and I also wanted to be a VTuber, why not, you know? I think this is really cool. I think having a model and having an OC that represents you is really sick. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing both. Yena can't face reveal or she might dox her wives. Yeah, that's mainly the issue. It's more of an OPSEC issue for other girls in the company. But like, I don't really care for whichever way or the other. I think you should just do whatever the heck you want. If people like your content, they'll stay. If people don't like your content, they'll leave. It's just as simple as that. Crazy, we also have AI chatters. Oh my god, true! Amazing play, Yena Youngblood. I played Minecraft the other day on Twitch only, and we got people in chat just coming in being like, wow, that was a sick juke. Wow, that play was amazing. And it was just consistently like a stream of random people just coming in saying those comments. Another streamer I watch used to do IRL but got a model so she didn't have to bother putting on makeup. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why people do VTubing. That's one of the reasons why I got into VTubing. So I wouldn't have to put on makeup every single stream and feel like I have to present myself in a way that's being perceived by people who want to judge the way that I look. But I also think like the beauty of VTubing for me is that like you get to create a character, right? Like you can't make something as compelling with just like your regular human face, I feel like. But if you have a character, you can make a very compelling narrative. You can make lore. You can make music that fits into that lore. You can make animatics. You know, you can have a long time running like you can have long time running like brand identity. So like there's a lot of benefits to being a VTuber that's not just like being a VTuber, you know? Like I don't think we should judge anyone for choosing to do IRL content as well as doing VTubing, because it's their content. Who am I to fucking judge? It's not my content. If I was a VTuber, I'd have multiple models of different personalities and characters. Yeah, man, and you're allowed to. If you have the money for it, and if you want to pay people to, you know, make that, or if you want to just get a bunch of pre-made models. That also works, you know? If you have the means, why not? Unleash the whimsy, and with VTubing, you can easily make merch and have a silly mascot. True, yes! Do you guys not love your little young pup mascot? I think it's so cute. I love my silly mascot. Wow, this stream is amazing. Man, I can't believe that headshot. That was so nice, streamer. Wow, amazing topic, Yena Youngblood. Thanks, man. Wow, great comment. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is an amazing stream. Thanks, man. Never thought about it that way. It's like an artistic expression of your vibe or personality, I suppose. Yeah, I think so too. That's what I think. My personal take on VTubing is that it's an avenue of expression, right? It's just like using, it's like the equivalent of writers or webtoon artists and stuff like that, like using art / using writing as a medium to express themselves. Like, I think VTubing in its essence is just a medium to be able to create content. You can't get popular. Like, I mean, this is like true time and time again. It's been proven time and time again. You cannot get popular with just being a VTuber. Like, to some extent, you need to also have a curated type of content that you're doing in addition to it. Like, if you just outright debut as a VTuber, you can have the most beautiful model that's made by the most brand name artist, that's blah blah blah, rigged by the most incredible rigger, etc. But like, if you don't attach content to your model, you're just a model, you know? If you don't attach personality, if you don't attach content, you're just a guy, you know? So it's just an avenue. It's just a way to express yourself, I think. Also, being a VTuber allows you to stream without having to wear clothes when it's very hot. Yes! Who knows, man? I could be butt naked right now. You guys would never know.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Wow, your videos are so uplifting and interesting. I love watching your content. I can tell you really appreciate your craft.
Wow! Thanks, Dead Space TJN. I really appreciate your kind donation. You can really tell this chatter cares about their streamer. Thank you so... Dude, I'm gonna start doing those TikTok... ice cream so good! Ice cream so good! Thanks for the rose. Thanks for the rose. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Thanks for the glizzy. Entering into glizzy overdrive. Hi, Lulu. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Lulu. Are you modded? Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I have to check if Lulu's modded, and I can't do so on my side of this. Oh, actually, no, I can. Let me alt back tab into here. There we go. Let me mod you real quick. Add as moderator. Why are you such a natural at it? Dude, I freaking... That was like my vocal stim. Like, almost... all of, like, maybe 2022, whenever the meme came out. That was like my vocal stim. I freaking love that meme. That guy... comedic genius. Please don't become an NPC streamer. I want to stay boss. Reading their government name inside the name they streamed Elemented with. Want to sit here for a little longer but falling asleep? No worries. Get some good rest, dude. Take care, Alex. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care, take care. Thanks for the clip. You're welcome. You're welcome, dear chatter. You're welcome for the farmable clip. Please clip and post on twitter.com so that I may quote retweet it for engagement bait. 2020 and 2021 TikTok was peak. Oh, I didn't even watch TikTok, man. I only knew that meme. I've never watched TikToks. Guys, I'm still quoting Vines. I'm not over Vine yet. Your boy's a little bit of a boomer. Yes, and so I can ratio you. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Lulu, Lulu is awesome. She is a very country American gal. And I love her accent very much. It is very, very nice. If you haven't checked out Lulu, she's in chat right now. What happened to Vine? Vine's dead. It's been dead since like 2015 or something. It's been dead. It's been dead forever. Yena, clips can be scary. That 50k views when you had to use the restroom with Captain was scary. But it's funny. And it's engagement. It's engagement. You have to remember the engagement. I was recently reminded of... Oh shit, Here Come That Boy. Which one? The Here Comes That Boy. Hello, boy. That one? You should subscribe to Yena Arknights! No, I'm not Yena Youngblood from Arknights. I'm Yena Youngblood from Chroma Shift. I had to delete that clip. It got so many Twitter warnings. Wait, really? You got Twitter warnings because of it? Wait, why? Because I went to go pee? Huh? Twitch clipped that. Oh, I saw that. I saw that recently. On like their Twitter account. Apparently, if you say Twitch clipped that now, it just clips the clip. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but Twitch clipped that. Twitch clipped the clip that I just clipped. Twitch clipped that. Let's see if it works. You know, when are you returning to Arknights? Maybe soon? Honestly? Maybe soon because they recently got a PC client, so I don't have to play on Google Play Store anymore. Which is great. At least they didn't call you Siege? True. True. Anything but being called Siege Arknights. What do you mean? Yena is Arknights. I'm the entire game. Yep. If Lulu said it, then she's 100% correct. I actually own Yostar. I am John Yostar. I am Arknights. Arknights is a PC client now. Yeah, wasn't it like... They announced it recently, right? I could have sworn. The PC client will be released in August. Ah, that's fine. I have like the next month of content already planned out. You guys have to understand, I plan my streams almost a month in advance. And unless something like terrible happens and like your boy gets into like a freak accident, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that out loud. Knock on wood. Everyone knock on wood right now. Yeah, unless something happens, I typically follow my stream schedules that's set for like the entire month. So, yeah, man, we can wait. That's fine. I have content for the next month already. Why would you say such things? Hey man, sometimes I just speak and I don't think, okay? She already had 3.1 pre-recorded. The unlisted link is on the wheel. Oh my god, that'd be crazy, dude. That would be so funny if I just pre-recorded 3.1 reactions and even play it on stream. That serious dedication, it's less dedication and more so just how I work. I actually recently watched a video about why people feel fatigue. And one of the scientific reasonings as to why people feel fatigue is because whenever you make decisions, there is a molecule called glutamate that is released in your brain. And apparently glutamate buildup is something that can cause you to feel more exhausted, which can lead to like stuff like executive paralysis. And so one of the solutions that the video talked about was making a bunch of decisions on one day and then just sleeping for a really long time to kind of clear all the glutamate from your brain. And then just following the schedule that you made for yourself, all the decisions that you made on that one day. So basically what I do now is I make a bunch of different decisions, like on, say, the first of the month, or like whenever I go through and I kind of like plan my streams out for the foreseeable future. And then I take a rest day right afterwards. Like I take a day where I just don't do any work and I just lie in bed, watch anime, read webtoons, go on a walk, etc., etc. And then I started doing this about 2 months ago, and I have realized that I feel less exhausted on my day-to-day mornings. And I can't tell if that's placebo, but I feel like it is working. I feel like it is working. Yeah, no need to think past. Yena already did that for me. Exactly. Yes, make a decision and sleep on it. Because the science behind it is that when you sleep, the glutamate gets cleared in your brain. So it's kind of like they're kind of processing everything and like clearing out the residual trash that is made from, I guess, like making decisions and using your prefrontal cortex. And so when you get good rest after a long day, it is able to clear out a lot of the buildup, which will make it so that making future decisions don't feel like as much of a chore to do so. Let me actually send you guys the video. Here, let me send you guys the video because I think the video is just really good. Where is this video? Yeah, I think they explained it really well, too. Oh, where is this video? Why am I always tired? Is it this one? Oh man, I can't find it. Oh, I can't find it. It was on my other, it was in the watch history of my other account, so I'm gonna have to go into my other account to find it. So I'll send it to you, the peeps on Discord after stream. But I thought it was a really interesting video. And I mean, it really makes sense for me because I'm a content creator and making decisions like these make my job so much more easier because I don't have to think about what to stream that day, you know? Yeah, I'll send you guys the video on Discord once I'm able to find it. Actually, you know what? I think this is a good place to end, actually. I think this is a good place for us to call it. We will go ahead and call it here for today, methinks. This is, we're nearing the 3-hour mark on our Yap stream anyways, so I think this is a good place to call it. But, yeah, if you guys haven't checked out my skydiving video yet, make sure to go check it out because it's really cool and awesome, and I was really happy with how it turned out, so Make sure to go check it out. I'm gonna go eat some food and maybe go collapse for the rest of the day because my cramps are also coming back. I think the Advil's wearing off. Sounds about right, 3 hours. But yes, I think we'll call it here for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll send you guys the video on Discord once I find it from my other personal accounts. But we will call it here for today. Thank you guys so much for joining in for Yaps. Make sure to check out the video if you haven't already yet. If you give it a like and a comment, I would be greatly appreciative because it would fuel the algorithm in telling them that the video is good and they should show it to more people. And then that way we get more young pups. But yes, thank you for joining in. As always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. And let me see who we should go raid out to real quick. Oh, actually, if I window this, it doesn't show up like, huge, I didn't know. Oh, that's huge. Let's see who we should go raid out to first. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Let's go raid out to... let's go raid out to Daya. We haven't raided Daya in a hot second. Yeah, let's go raid out to Daya. We'll raid out both on Twitch and on YouTube. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining in. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for the yaps. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my skydiving experience. I will see you guys tomorrow, I think, for the Encore quest. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Encore Ruo quest. And yeah, we'll call it here for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. As always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye now. Bye, everyone.